Hi guys, welcome back to another video of Educate channel. So today we will be discussing the Unit 1 topics from veterinary surgery and radiology. So the Unit 1 is general surgery. So the topic we are discussing is suppuration and abscess formation. So we know that the formation of pus is known as the suppuration, and the pus will be formed inside a closed cavity or a closed structure which is also known as abscess. So we have seen abscess in our life, and we have been examining many abscesses in animals. So this is actually the surgical management of the abscess and suppuration. So if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell button for more updates. So abscess are circumscribed collections of purulent material in a cavity found in several species of animals in a variety of locations. The purulent inflammation is usually caused by one of the four pyogenic, that is pus generating organism, that is mainly Corynebacterium, Pseudomonas, Streptococcus and Staphylococcus. Sometimes there will be Actinobacillus and Actinomyces. So these are actually the abscess. This is the draining of an abscess. So moving to the anatomical aspects of an abscess. Abscess consists of a wall, a pyogenic membrane, and the pus, which is known as the liquor purus. The pyogenic membrane that lies between the wall and the pus controls the spread of infection, and they will be helping in phagocytosis and the granulation tissue formation. So this is actually the pyogenic membrane. So inside this there will be pus and all. Outside this there will be normal tissue. So from pyogenic membrane towards the center, granulation tissue will be originating. This is actually the locus. This is the granulation tissue, and this will be the pus. Here we will be seeing the pus. So this is more visible. This is the skin. This is actually the pyogenic membrane. This is the pus, and this is the granulation tissue and all. This will be the subepidermal fats and all. So this is another more clear picture. You can see this thing. So moving to the contents of pus and its character. So the pus contains necrotized tissues, dead bacteria, leukocytes, proteins of blood and tissues. Pus cells may consist of polymorphonuclear leukocytes along with few mononuclear cells. Pus is always alkaline in nature, and they will be yellow in color, and the gradient of the color will be depending on the formation, the duration of formation, the type of bacteria and the place of formation, and even that will depend upon the complete blood count of an animal. Pus serum will not clot since the fibrin of exudates is digested by the proteolytic enzymes of leukocytes. So moving to the etiology of an abscess, pyogenic organisms like Staphylococci, Streptococci, Escherichia coli, Pseudomonas. Sometimes there will be Actinomyces and Actinobacillosis. Specific organisms like Corynebacterium and Actinomyces bovis are also present. Sometimes chemicals like mercury chloride and zinc chloride can cause abscess formation. So common sites of abscess formation: cattle, its yoke, udder and prominences. In case of horses, it will be shoulders, neck region, submaxillary and postpharyngeal lymph nodes. In dogs, it will be the anal region, mammary glands. You can see this is actually not in those mentioned regions. You can see the pus cutting out. This is the abscess formation in the neck region, in the leg region. This is actually Actinomyces bovis. This is in case of the perineal region or mammary region. So you can see a video of draining of pus in equines. So they will be cutting in the place and they will be draining the pus out. First of all, whenever we are moving to clear an abscess surgically, we should drain all the pus. Proper drainage of the pus is needed. So you can see that abscess is completely drained out. So it is having whitish color pus. So classification of abscess. First one is the acute or hot abscess. Next is chronic or cold abscess. Next is superficial abscess, deep abscess, embolic abscess, pyemic or metastatic abscess. So this is actually the classification. You can see this is actually the column-wise classification. So in case of acute abscess, it will be forming in 3 to 5 days. In long duration abscess, the liquid part is absorbed and the solid part will be left apart. This is actually called as inspissated pus. So symptoms will be local painful swelling, and the dead tissues and inflammatory cells are continuously thrown into the cavity, which leads to increase in the amount of pus. Thus the pus or the abscess enlarges till it reaches the surface of skin. The center of abscess becomes soft and later ruptures, discharging the pus. So in case of chronic abscess develops without any inflammatory symptoms, it will be painful or slightly painful. Primary chronic abscess usually occurs from repeated injuries and observed on the prominence of limbs or ribs due to bed sores. So types of pus, that is loadable pus, dead pus and septic pus. Moving to the symptoms of abscess, that is in case of local abscess, we will be having hot, painful, localized swelling, maturation, later ruptures and pus is drained out. In case of systemic, it will lead to pyrexia and sometimes it can lead to septicemia, shock and death. Next is differential diagnosis. We have to differentiate it from cyst, hematomas, tumor, hernia. Treatment of abscess. First of all, we have to wait for the maturation of abscess. Then we have to open the abscess. Then the packing of the cavity, abscess cavity with irritants. Now we have to change to non-irritant dressings. So a sterilized Symes abscess knife or scalpel may be always used to open the abscess. This is actually the Symes abscess knife. Treatment should correspond to the stage of development of an abscess. So we have to, first of all, we have to understand the development of an abscess. Then we have to go for treatment. So the abscess should be opened by Symes abscess knife or scalpel at the point of placing. The pus should be drained and cavity to be irrigated with mild antiseptic lotion. Tincture of iodine soaked cotton gauze should be packed to keep the opening patent, and we have to use silver nitrate, that is actually against the microorganisms. So important points is that we can just read it out about cellulitis, pustules, furuncles or boils, carbuncle, acne, empyema and antibioma. So antibioma, it's an important word. So in many multiple choice examinations, it has been asking like what is antibioma? Pick out the antibioma like thing. So this is actually the cellulitis, you can see, pustules, furuncle and skin cyst. So thank you.